Now that Plex has raised the price on its almost mandatory Plex Pass service, I figured it was a great time to dig into Jellyfin, which is one of Plex's biggest competitors, and it's free. Jellyfin is a media server that you can run in your home to organize and stream your movies and TV shows to your TVs, phones, tablets, and other computers. Like Plex, it also provides support for streaming local music, live TV, and DVR functionality, as well as photos. Jellyfin also includes support for streaming ebooks, comic books, and audiobooks, which Plex does not. Like Plex, Jellyfin provides server software and clients for a fairly wide selection of operating systems. Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, and Android are all supported, as well as apps for popular TV operating systems, including Android TV, LG's WebOS, and Roku. At the time of this recording, there aren't official third-party clients for Apple TV's tvOS or Samsung's Tizen platform. Because of Jellyfin's open nature, there are a handful of fully featured third-party clients though, the most popular of which is Infuse, which includes a tvOS version. Jellyfin is free and open source. That's capital O, capital S. Accordingly, the developers haven't locked any advanced features behind a paywall. After testing the server software and a handful of different clients for the last several weeks, I can safely say that Jellyfin is more difficult to configure and run than Plex. When it's working well and running on powerful hardware, Jellyfin provides a great experience. It supports more hardware video transcoding options than Plex, so folks running AMD or NVIDIA hardware on their servers will find it easier to get up and running. For example, I had a much easier time getting hardware transcoding working on my Linux server, which runs in a Docker container, than I did with Plex when I set that up several years ago. And like Plex, Jellyfin pulls all of the appropriate metadata for your media collection from the internet, giving you and your family a Netflix-like interface to navigate your ripped Blu-rays and TV shows. But Jellyfin is substantially more difficult to get running well than Plex is, even on similar hardware. To start, the server seems to require more horsepower to deliver a good experience than Plex's. I live in an area where electricity is expensive, so I run Plex on the lowest powered Linux server that gives me a good experience. It's an older quad-core Intel Celeron processor with 16 gigabytes of RAM. With the help of Intel's QuickSync hardware acceleration for video transcodes, that machine is able to serve any video in my collection and can even do advanced stuff, like tone mapping high dynamic range videos to standard dynamic range so they look right on devices that don't support HDR. It's a lot for a machine that idles around 5 watts of power. Jellyfin offers similar features, but it feels sluggish on my low-spec server. Starting transcodes, even with hardware and code support, takes a few more seconds than it does with Plex. Indexing the media libraries and downloading metadata from the internet is slower. Fixing mismatched movies takes longer. Even connecting to the server with the client takes a while. I also tested the Jellyfin server running on my beefy Windows desktop PC, which has an 8-core CPU with 64 gigabytes of RAM. And while it definitely did some tasks faster, like media scanning, which took minutes instead of hours, the overall experience still felt pokey. The open approach to the server software is also a double-edged sword. Without a central service making it easy for friends and family members to connect to your server, you have to manually open ports on your router and create and share logins for everyone. It's not a huge hassle, but it might be difficult for anyone who isn't comfortable setting up a dynamic DNS service and configuring the firewall on their router. While the official clients seem quite robust, if not particularly flashy, the third-party clients for other platforms are all over the place. In particular, the clients for the Apple TV were uniformly messy. I tried several and couldn't find something that was usable on my Apple TV. I even had one Apple TV client that was able to consistently crash the server when I played a video. Jellyfin may not be for everyone right now, but I am excited about its prospects. If you have a big beefy media server or NAS, then Jellyfin is definitely worth taking a look at. But if you're running on less powerful hardware, it might be worth investing in that Plex Pass for an easier server setup and better viewing experience.